Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Happy Thursday and happy Halloween.
Yes, it is. We are into the deep, not the deep, but almost. Oh no, it's kind of sad. We're almost halfway through, actually.
Yeah, because this is episode 4 of our spooky episodes
Oh,
out of 5.
so we're more than halfway through.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's ending.
yeah. When we're recording this, though, we're a little bit earlier, but so
Yeah,
we're still gonna enjoy more of October. We got so many things planned.
yeah,
Oh my god,
I know. I'm gonna start mourning though soon because it's going too quick,
it is. You're right. Sad.
and it's already cold out. Winter is upon me.
Winter's upon me.
I hate it.
I'm sorry.
I'm depressed already.
I'm waiting
Okay,
for it to get a little crispier here.
it was 61 today.
What,
I
at
had to
your
put the
place?
heat on in the car.
Wow!
Yeah, no, outside. Well, I had to put the heat on this morning cause I had to go into work for a picture for our leadership course. They want to take a picture of everyone,
Hmm.
and so I left at like 7:15, and it was cold as hell. I had to put the heat on.
Do you know what the temperature was then?
No, I didn't look. I was too afraid.
You were too afraid. I wonder what so I should pack pants?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, better pack pants for my upcoming trip to enjoy all the spooky things.
hmm Yeah,
Yeah. So
I'll be wearing them,
yeah.
or at least leggings.
Yeah. But our topic today is still spooky Halloween season, so
Yes. Today we are doing an actual murder case, so not just a fun little Halloween episode. Today I am talking about the Napa Valley Halloween murders. So this is a story where 2 women were brutally murdered in their home
okay.
on
'Cause
Halloween night.
I actually don't know many cases that were Halloween nights, and personally, from trying to research my last one, yeah, it was hard to find some. So
Mhm. Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, this happened on Halloween night.
Oh, it was on because mine wasn't quite on Halloween night. It was just for a Halloween party. So all right,
hmm
wow.
Yeah. And the ending will be shocking of who did it.
Oh, a
Because when
twin.
I was researching, I was like, what? No way.
Well, you reeled me in. So
Yay. All right, so Napa is a major tourist destination in California, known for its wineries, restaurants, arts, and culture. Napa is the seat of Napa County, California, in the heart of Napa Valley wine region. Its downtown is known for its late 1800s and early 1900s architecture, a riverfront promenade with shops and restaurants, and an art scene anchored by the Napa Valley Opera House. The Oxbow Public Market House features a farmers market and cheese shop, and the Napa Valley Wine Train visits area wineries via vintage Pullman cars. That sounds really fun.
it does sounds
Let's go to
very.
Napa.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, put it on the list.
Yeah, we'll add it. But on October 31st, 2004, that tranquility was shattered. An intruder slipped into a home, brutally stabbed 2 26-year-old roommates to death, and vanished. A third roommate was left alive.
Mm.
So Napa was an unlikely choice for 3 single, attractive, career-oriented women in their 20s, as it was a quiet, middle-class neighborhood with virtually to no nightlife, and was more than an hour north from central San Francisco. But that was where Lauren Meanza, an all-state athlete with a political science degree, and Adriane Insogna, a civil engineer with the city's sanitation district, chose to begin their careers. They got along so well that in early 2004 they decided to rent a house together on the west side of town. On the day they moved in, Insogna's best friend Ben Katz helped out, and her other friends Lily Prudhomme and Eric Koppel, who was her boyfriend, and they joined them for the celebration. Later in the summer, Leslie Mazzara, a bubbly former beauty queen from South Carolina who worked as a public relations specialist, became their third roommate. Napa Valley is generally a very safe place to live, and in the 2 years prior to 2004, there had not been a single homicide. Adriane Insogna was born on December 30th, 1977, to Arlene Allen and Tony Insogna. Adriane attended local schools in Calistoga, California, graduating from Calistoga High School in 1996. She went on to complete her bachelor's degree in civil engineering at California Polytechnic State University. And San Luis Obispo in 2001. After graduation, she resettled in Napa, where she worked at the Napa Sanitation District as an assistant engineer. Adriane had a love for the communities in which she lived. She was a student athlete and longtime Girl Scout in Calistoga. While in San Luis Obispo, Adriane actively participated in intramural sports. She was a Girl Scout troop leader, an officer in the Society for Civil Engineers, and she helped design and build concrete canoes entered in competitions.
Did you do Girl Scouts? I forget.
I did for maybe 2 years.
Okay.
I think in fifth and sixth grade I did it.
Oh, my family was all about Girl Scouts. My mom was a leader for each one of us girls for at least one
Oh, okay.
year. And then also, I believe Mindy, my oldest sister, who's 10 years older than me, was a troop leader or like assisted or something. Like she was old enough because I remember her
Mm-hmm.
helping us when I was a daisy. Um,
Oh,
like
okay.
helping at an event or something like that. Ah, I did
Mm-hmm.
many years of Girl Scouts.
Yeah, I remember I was one of the top cookie sellers one year because my parents working at QVC, they would just take the order form there, and literally everybody that worked there would buy cookies.
You
So
you
that was cool.
cheater. I never got many sales on my cookies.
Hey, that wasn't cheating. I didn't choose her, my parents. In Napa, Adriane played volleyball, softball, and volunteered for numerous charitable activities. In high school, Adriane actually survived a near fatal car crash in 1994. Her best friend Lily is quoted saying, "There were a lot of physical obstacles to overcome and also emotional obstacles, like feeling unpretty, like she didn't fit in with her regular life anymore." End quote. After the accident, she got a scholarship to California Polytechnic, and that is where she completed her degree. So she was involved in a lot of things.
She was, and I also like after the car accident, good for her for continuing because I don't know exactly what injuries or anything were, but like good for her continuing on and getting her
Hmm.
education and completing that. Having a near
Right.
death experience, I'm sure puts you in a different perspective of life, and maybe
Yeah.
it probably lit a fire under her ass. Honestly, was like,
It probably, yeah. So yeah, that's awesome that she was able to still continue going through with everything she wanted to complete.
yeah, and she was very headstrong and was a go
Very, yeah.
getter.
That's
Yeah,
very smart.
yeah.
And then the next victim is Leslie, I'm going to talk about. So the girl that Adriane originally first started renting the house with, she's the one that survived. And then Leslie, the third roommate that moved in a little later, is the second victim. She was born on August 1st, 1978, in Orlando, Florida. She was a 2003 graduate of the University of Georgia with a bachelor's degree in philosophy. While at UGA, she was a member of the lacrosse team and the karate club. She was Miss Williamston in 2002 and competed in the 2003 Miss South Carolina pageant.
Let's point
Leslie had
out
been raised.
that she was in karate and also played lacrosse. So I'm pretty sure she could put up a
Yeah.
good fight. I want to like point that out already before knowing this story is that she
Hmm.
obviously could probably kick some ass.
Yeah, and we'll get to like how she died, but she wasn't really given the opportunity to do that. Leslie was raised by her single mother and decided to make the move to California when her mother moved to Berkeley. Her mom is quoted saying, "She was spoiled. She was a princess. We knew that. We adored her. When she was a little girl, she used to say she wanted to be a mother, a teacher, and a nurse, and Miss America all before she was 21." End quote. So she had big aspirations.
That's cute. That all before the age of 21.
Yeah. Yeah. Leslie had just gone through a breakup and was looking for a change. She had been offered a job as a greeter for a winery run by Francis Ford Coppola in Napa. And he was the director of The Godfather, the movie.
Well, that's really cool, but also nothing makes you run harder than a fucking breakup. Let me tell
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Leslie was described as a heartbreaker, and she was known for dating multiple men at the same time.
Scandalous.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah. Do what you want. You're young.
Yeah, do what you want, girlfriend. It's your life.
Yep. Yep. The three roommates lived quiet, low profile lives. But on October 28th, 2004, there was reportedly an argument between the girls after Leslie brought home a boyfriend that night. They apparently had loud sex and it disturbed the other two women.
Yeah.
This was the first time any of the three had brought a man home, and they ended up discussing the situation and establishing some boundaries that they all agreed to.
Okay, I was gonna say they didn't establish boundaries beforehand here.
No, I guess, yeah, no.
Eh,
None, I guess it was an issue they had run into, so they didn't establish anything.
it's bound to be a topic to come up at some point.
Yeah. Yep.
you know?
Especially because Adrian actually had a boyfriend at the time, so.
Yeah, and I mean these are college age kids here, so
Yeah. On Halloween night 2004, the three roommates handed out candy and were asleep by 11 p.m. Leslie and Adrienne were upstairs in separate bedrooms, and Lauren was downstairs in her room. Between 1 and 2 a.m., Lauren was startled awake by the sound of broken glass and what sounded like a struggle. She said, quote, "I was in my bed and just opened up my eyes and realized something is not quite right. And then I heard a scream. I jumped out of bed and stood there for a second, trying to figure out what was going on, and opened up my door and went outside and listened." Lauren said she heard Adrian screaming, "Please God, help me, somebody help me." Shortly after,
yeah,
yeah,
that's rough.
terrifying. That's terrifying, yeah.
Yeah, what do you do? Goddamn.
Yeah. Shortly after this, Lauren heard someone running down the stairs right toward her.
Yep, what do you do? Goddamn.
Yeah, I'm just muting myself somewhere.
I
I don't know.
know.
Lauren said, quote, "My gut told me to go out the back, and I remember thinking, I'm opening up the door for this guy to follow me out." She stood quietly in the backyard expecting the intruder to run out, but he fled the way he came in, through a ground floor window. Lauren said she never laid eyes on him. Once he was gone, Lauren went back inside and found Adrian and Leslie in Adrian's bedroom, bleeding from multiple stab wounds. Adrian was still alive, but barely. Lauren attempted to call 911, but the cordless phone wasn't working. So she ran out of the house and called 911 from her cell phone in her car, but by the time police arrived, both women were dead.
Mm, damn,
Yeah,
that's a lot to carry for Lauren if she's
it is.
innocent.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. It reminded me a lot of the Moscow, Idaho student murders, about how some of the roommates died and then there were two that were left alive.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you always have to remind me because I can't remember names of anything. So, yes, I do
Mhm.
know the case you're talking about, and
Yeah.
there was like a locked door or something. There was
I
like a
don't
lock.
remember.
You don't remember the details. Me neither. That's fine. Yeah. But yeah, the same circumstance of roommates, one staying alive.
Hmm.
I don't know if the other one had an upstairs and a downstairs, but that is something I think a little
It did, yeah.
unique about this situation is that there's one downstairs and the two upstairs. Um,
Hmm.
so, did this person know who was upstairs and who they were going for?
Right. Hmm. After inspecting the house, the officer concluded the killer had forced open the kitchen window to enter, then went upstairs and attacked the girls, stabbing them repeatedly. He fled the home through the same window, breaking the window's glass and leaving behind some of his own blood. He never bothered to check the downstairs room, though, where Lauren was. The killer seemed to know where he was going and who he was after, so investigators concluded that this was not a random attack. A task force was quickly formed, recruiting law enforcement officers from the Highway Patrol, the Sheriff's Department, and other police departments near Napa. More than 20 officers combed the neighborhood looking for anyone suspicious, but they found no one that night to question or arrest. They also found no murder weapon. News of the crime hit the papers the following day, November 1st, 2004, and it stunned Napa residents. The FBI was asked to help with evidence analysis and within a few days offered $100,000 for information leading to an arrest and conviction.
Wow, that's a
Yeah,
they put out there, man.
they did, and they moved quick too.
They did. I'll give them that. I mean, this is in LA here, so.
Yeah. Napa police assured residents they didn't believe the attack was random. They believed the perpetrator knew one or both of the victims. And they asked the community for assistance. Napa Police Chief Jeff Tronley stated, quote, "We want the public to have heightened awareness of any new injuries or changing behavior, such as missed work, unplanned vacations, events not attended, or any unusual anxiety," end quote. Napa Detective Dan Lonergan says the killer most likely entered Leslie's bedroom first. It was appeared she was attacked in her sleep. So that's why I mentioned earlier about the
Yeah,
karate and everything. Like she was asleep when she was attacked. So
that's really sad because she probably could have. I mean, not that she would have won against, somebody who's significantly bigger than her, but she probably could have at least put a beating on somebody.
right, yeah, it's sad.
That is sad. Cowards.
Adriane must have, yeah, for sure, piece of shit.
Yeah.
Adriane must have heard the commotion in the bedroom and went to see what was going on, and then she was attacked. And there was evidence that the two struggled. Adriane had bruising on her body and defensive wounds on her hands, and the killer also got injured.
Well, good. I'm
Which,
glad.
hell yeah, Adriane, putting
Yeah,
up a fight.
that's right. Putting up a fight, and she kept on
Mm-hmm.
fighting, even though obviously he was beating her ass up
Right.
again.
So I'm glad she injured him.
Coward, because he went and got the one that was sleeping, and she could have helped the
Right.
other one, and they could have taken him out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's frustrating.
It is.
Police were able to collect the killer's DNA from blood evidence left behind on the blinds of the window he used to enter and escape.
Good.
They also found several cigarette butts outside the residence that had been smoked down to the filter.
Yeah, fucking idiot.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad he's an idiot.
yeah. I am too, but I'm just saying, fucking idiot.
Yep. Detective Schulman said, quote, "It could be someone who's nervous, trying to work up the courage to go inside and do this, or again, it could be someone who's very deliberate, who is thinking through his thoughts and through his plans that he's already made in his mind of what he's going to do when he gets in the house." End quote.
I mean,
Which, yeah, it could go either way.
yeah, yep. I mean, there's probably always that moment before somebody acts that they sit there and think about what they're going to do. I mean, you hope, but
Mhm. Yeah. I like to think it's more he was nervous and was trying to work up the courage, but
yeah,
because he's a pussy.
yeah, he is a little pussy,
Anyway.
little punk ass bitch.
Yeah. The brand was Camel Turkish Gold, a new and unique cigarette brand, but police chose not to reveal that information to the public at the time. Instead, they sent the cigarettes to a crime lab to determine if DNA matched the DNA from the blood found at the house.
Oh. And also, good.
So,
I'm glad he got stabbed enough that he's leaving his damn DNA all over the damn
right?
place like a fucking idiot too.
Yeah. So in the background, a crime lab is working to see if cigarette DNA matches the blood DNA.
Yeah.
Police started their investigation by interviewing those closest to the victims. At the time of her murder, Leslie was dating two men and had seen many others during the 7 months she'd been in the area. People described her as a heartbreaker, and a number of men had bought her extravagant gifts and sought her attention. Must be nice.
Like, yeah, you do what you gotta do, girl. You know? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, live it up.
yeah, I can get some suckers to throw shit at me. Why not? I'm not gonna say no.
Right, I
Yeah,
know.
I'm not gonna say no, so I don't blame her.
Yeah. No.
You're a fucking idiot if you're gonna say no. Somebody's waving something.
Right?
Here's a keys
Yeah.
to a new Benz. Like, yes, please.
Mhm. Yeah. Like, who's gonna say no to a sugar daddy?
Yeah, this is California. Let's go. Give me all the
Mhm.
sugar daddies.
Yeah. One of the men she had dated was a man named Brian West. He was a college boyfriend. Leslie's friend Amy says West bought Leslie a car after they had just been dating for a few months.
Wes's parents bought Leslie a car.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Yeah. Only been dating for
And
how
then
long?
Amy said for a few months.
For a few months. Wow. She must have been
She got
something.
a car out of it.
Yeah, she must have been
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Good
There's
for her.
something about her.
Yeah, good for her.
Hmm. Her friend Amy is quoted saying, "That's just what guys could do for Leslie." End quote. After the breakup, Brian built a web page tribute to Leslie. After they broke up, he made a web page tribute to this woman.
Um, yeah, I was swallowing that. Is what I was doing. Because,
Yeah, I never heard of such a thing, but
me neither. But there are, I mean, depending on the commas, I'll deal with a lot of crazy. Do you know what I mean? So she may have known how
uh-huh,
crazy this man is. I mean, he bought her a
maybe.
car only a few months after. You can't tell me she didn't
Hmm.
see all the signs. She knew.
Yeah. And Amy was asked by a reporter if she thought that was normal, and she responded, quote, "No, that's not normal, but I think because I know Brian, it's kind of normal to me. I just know that he idolized her," end quote.
No, we can't. No.
So it sounds like he really wasn't all there, you know? This
Yeah.
is just that was expected from him. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah. Like like having a crazy roommate, I guess.
Hmm. Like, oh, that's just Sally.
Yeah.
You
She pays her bills, but she's just crazy. That's right. Yeah.
know? Next was William Lee Youngblood Jr. He was a lawyer Leslie had been living with, but they broke up shortly before she moved to Napa. Amy recalled Leslie saying, quote, "I could marry Lee, but the dad just makes me feel uncomfortable," end quote.
Oh, that's icky.
William Lee Youngblood Sr., who was also a lawyer, often called the house, but not to speak with his son. He wanted to talk with Leslie.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, of course she felt
Amy
uncomfortable.
said, quote, right. Yeah, Amy said that Leslie had said there got to be a point where he would call her all the time, and she got to the point where she just stopped answering the phone.
That's just why did he not do this is your father, sir.
Probably do something,
Yeah,
man. Set
do
some boundaries.
something. This
Like block him. I don't know.
yeah, like your girl's uncomfortable here.
Mm-hmm.
And she's doing her best to avoid a confrontation probably because it's your father. How about we do
Right,
something?
and she thought she could marry him, but wouldn't because of the dad.
Yeah.
So get rid of that.
You really
Cut off ties.
Adios, pops.
Yeah. Why do you want to talk to a creep?
Yeah.
Anyway. Amy was asked if she thinks the father in some way was obsessed with Leslie, and Amy said, quote, "It seems to me," end
Ugh.
quote.
That's icky. That's pretty
And it
icky.
was, yeah. And it was discovered that William Sr. called Leslie twice on Halloween night.
Oh, okay. All right. But
So Napa police
but
traveled to South Carolina to question him.
okay, I was just about to ask, is he still in South Carolina?
He is, yeah. He denied he was involved in the murders and insisted the calls on Halloween were an unfortunate coincidence and that he was not infatuated with Leslie.
Well, that's a blatant lie.
I know. Evidence proves otherwise, sir,
Yeah,
but
I could smell your bullshit through the microphones.
he and his son did each agree to provide a DNA sample, but neither were a match to DNA evidence collected at the crime scene.
No, I
So
don't
they were
think he
clear.
murdered her, but doesn't make him any less guilty of being a creepy McCreeperson.
Right, yeah. It's just a weird like coincidence that this weird guy's in her life and calls her on Halloween and then he's not involved.
Well, hopefully it shook him up. I don't know. He probably never changed his ways, but hopefully it shook him up enough to.
Yeah, I don't know, hopefully. Back in Napa, investigators went around collecting DNA from the men Leslie had met there. At the time of her death, Leslie was regularly dating two men. Katie Norris and Vanessa Schmer, friends from college who had visited and stayed with Leslie at the house on Dorset Street just 3 weeks before the murders, said, quote, "We spent weeks going through every conversation, talking about every person that we met there, just looking for that one little thing that might have been a hint as to who did this. One particular night when we went to a bar in Napa, Leslie was approached by a friend, solely a friend. The demeanor of Leslie's boyfriend, who was there at the time, changed dramatically. It was obvious he was not comfortable with her talking to another man. It was a very eerie feeling, and that was very haunting after we found out what happened to Leslie," end quote.
Hmm.
So it sounds like one of these guys in her life might be a little controlling or jealous.
You know, Leslie. She liked him crazy, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yep.
Poor girl.
Yeah.
Vanessa and Katie told the Napa police their suspicions. Cops questioned the man and took his DNA, but the test came back negative.
I'm glad they have this DNA though. They're at least picking people off,
Right.
you know.
Mm-hmm. Next, police focused on Adriane's acquaintances. Christian Lee, who, according to her best friend Lily, was Adriane's on again and off again boyfriend. Lily said the relationship sometimes caused Adriane pain. Quote, "She'd come to work crying, and of course, being friends, we would console her, and towards the end, we only saw the negative side of Christian," end quote. Napa police were soon knocking on Christian's door. Police entered his home and collected a knife from the corner of his room. Christian admitted he and Adriane had been arguing for a few weeks. She wanted a commitment, but he wasn't ready. And he said, quote, "We'd have our problems, we'd argue, but I've never ever touched a woman in my life in anger. It disgusts me just thinking about it," end quote. And then he was also cleared through DNA. His didn't match. So police kept digging, but the investigation was going nowhere.
I mean, they're
Lily
putting in
stated,
the work though, you know. So
they are, yeah,
yeah,
they are.
I'm
And it's
giving
nice that this happened at a time where you could use DNA.
yeah. Um so I mean, I'm giving them the props that they are doing what
Mm-hmm.
they're supposed to be. It's just unfortunate that
Right.
all the boxes that they're checking just happen to not be the box we need.
Yes. And they have a lot of suspects, or at least people that are of interest, but none of them so far.
Yeah.
Lily stated about the funeral, quote, "I went to viewing of her body," referring to Adriane because that's her best friend. "Looks like she fought pretty hard. She had a lot of bruising, a lot of cuts on her hands. And Adriane hated turtlenecks, hated them, would not wear them. But she was wearing one in the casket for obvious reasons," end quote.
Mm.
That's just like really sad and like eerie.
Yeah, I don't like turtlenecks either, so I
Yeah. And then to be injured in a way so bad
that
that
you
you have to
have
wear
to
one at
wear
your
one of
funeral.
those on your funeral day. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, that kind of got me. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then Lauren, the roommate who survived, was terrified for her safety after the murders, obviously.
Yeah.
She did agree to appear on America's Most Wanted and other programs to talk about her experience. She asked that her face be hidden, but she said that she hoped someone viewing the show would see the segment and it might jog a memory from that night.
Did you look up the episode?
I didn't.
Okay, we'll have to look it up.
Yeah. Adrian's best friend Lily and her boyfriend Eric were actually planning to get married that November 1st, but canceled for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Lily said, quote, "And if we had gone through with that wedding, it was planned in Hawaii. Adriane and Lauren would have been in Hawaii with us that week." It's something that haunts me, end quote.
Yeah, I could understand like if they were definitely big part in something like that that you would,
Hmm.
yeah. I'd probably change everything, yeah. And time,
Yeah.
all that, yeah.
Yeah, because Adrian and Lauren were supposed to attend. So.
Yeah.
Lily and Eric did eventually get married, though, a few months later.
Good.
Over the course of a year, investigators conducted over 1,300 interviews in 8 different states of people who had known the victims, as well as residents from the area.
Damn, that's kind of frustrating. We have DNA and we're a year deep into this and we don't have someone yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And 1,300 interviews.
yeah, that's wow. Who was this
Yeah.
motherfucker? I'm ready for this twist.
They collected 218 voluntary biological samples for DNA analysis from men who'd had contact in some manner with the victims, but everything came back negative.
Hmm.
And then at this time, a year later, they also got the results that the DNA from the intruder's blood did match the DNA from the saliva on the cigarette butts that were found.
How long did that take?
It was over the course of a year while they're
Okay.
doing all these interviews.
All right.
So
Well,
it did take some
it
time.
did. Yeah, I think DNA usually does.
However, police did not disclose this fact at the time. The following August 2002, police decided to release this information to the public then.
So how much longer is this? It's
So they died on October 31st, 2001, and now we're in August 2002.
okay. So
So not quite a year
not
later.
quite a year, and they released it. Okay. So
Mhm.
I mean, I think this DNA is what's going to do it. I know it. I just
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. They stated that the killer was probably a chain smoker who had stood outside the house waiting his opportunity. They revealed the brand of cigarettes thinking that someone would know a person who smoked them. Lauren recalled that Eric Koppel, the husband of Adrian's best friend Lily, was a smoker. He had also been in the house on at least one occasion. Police called both Eric and Lily, but their calls went unreturned. A month went by and they still had not spoken with Eric or collected his DNA.
Oh, shut your mouth right now.
Mm-hmm.
Shut your mouth.
Even all this time of them interviewing people, collecting DNA, they never collected this man's DNA.
What the fuck?
Even though they are going through their
Yeah.
acquaintances, interviewing acquaintances.
Yeah, how did he slip through the cracks?
I
Who's
don't
his
know.
parents? Who does he know?
In September of 2002, a man was starting to feel intense pressure after police released the information about the cigarette butts. He wrote a letter to his parents and told them that he was planning to end his life as he had been involved with the murders. His family confronted him and convinced him to turn himself in to the Napa police. And the police soon discovered the killer to be 26-year-old Eric Koppel.
Oh, wow. What the fuck? Wow, that's a good twist. That's a good
Mm-hmm.
one. That's fucked
Right?
up.
I was like, are you serious?
Yeah, that,
He's still married.
yeah,
His wife, who was best friends with a
yes.
woman he murdered.
He did that. He walked down that aisle with a smile on his
He
face.
did that.
Yeah. And
He did that.
he slept next to that woman every night knowing that he killed them.
Yeah. Yes. And knowing she was grieving, missing her best friend.
That's fucked.
Arlene, Adrian's mother, remembers feeling heartbroken when police announced his arrest.
Dude, you telling me she's in a relationship with this man and she didn't see him butt naked and see any injuries or cuts on him?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, I don't know. It definitely crossed my mind. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe she was in denial.
I mean,
I
yeah,
don't know.
maybe he probably spit a good story, like I fell in a bush, honey, or
Yeah.
however they talk out in California isn't like that, but
And Adrian's mother was quoted saying, I'm feeling as much grief now as I did upon hearing of Adrian's death, end quote.
yeah, man, the parents, they like
Mm-hmm.
probably continued a good relationship with Lily and Eric was probably always there type of thing, and like I don't know.
Oh, do you also want to hear this?
Shoot, I mean, let's go all the way.
Arlene was invited to speak at Eric and Lily's wedding just months earlier.
Yeah, and he would have discussed that. Like, yeah, yeah, that's fine. She can come speak at our
Yeah.
wedding.
They asked her to speak
Uh, wow.
at their wedding.
What a piece of poop.
Eric also attended the funerals for both victims.
Yeah, of course he did. That you didn't even have to. I already knew he did. If he could still
Mm-hmm.
do all this with the best friend, he yeah definitely went to the funerals for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So who was Eric? He was a shy, quiet guy who worked as a land surveyor and was never in trouble with the law, not even for a traffic violation.
Yep.
He's just like under the radar, normal life, and then bam.
Yes, Ted Bundy vibes, man.
Mm-hmm. Ben Katz, Adrian's close friend, also socialized with Lily and Eric, and he's quoted saying, "Whenever he was with Lily, she'd do all the talking, and he'd just be there. He wouldn't say much, but I just figure it's because he was shy." End quote. Some other acquaintances, though, described him as unfriendly and inconsiderate, and one neighbor even called him an odd duck.
Like I don't, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say like it's always the quiet ones or anything like that because it's not. But
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
because I'm quiet and
Yeah, I mean,
you
but
know.
I was thinking like honestly, if he got away with it for this long, I bet you he would have done it again. Who I don't know who it would have been. I don't know what his motive was for this. I don't know if he'll
Mhm.
go over a motive, but
Yeah.
um, I think he would have done it again.
I mean, if he was able to go from 0 to 360 like that, like no criminal history, not even a speeding ticket, and you can just stab two people to death,
Yeah,
yeah, probably.
yeah, and like we have evidence he stood outside and chain smoked his nerve
Hmm.
up.
Yeah, and I think he was nervous, trying to build up the courage to go through with
I can't wait to
whatever.
hear motive.
You know,
You know,
it's not much of one, but
I bet it's not.
and everyone who knew Eric said that he was a chain smoker. DA Garrick Lieberstein said the motive lies in Koppel's relationship with Lily. He's quoted saying, "He wanted Lily to be there for him, and I do think that he was resentful of other friendships that she had and time that took away from their time together.
Yep.
On Halloween night, he got so drunk and angry that Lily refused to spend the night with him at their apartment. He felt his relationship was slipping away with Lily. He claimed that while he had some memory of leaving his house and taking a knife, that he didn't know how he ended up at the house on Dorset Street." End quote.
Wow. What a
Yeah.
selfish piece of shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Because you don't like how close your wife is with her best friend,
yeah,
that you
that's
gotta kill her.
yep, yeah. That's I mean, obviously he's not all right in the head type of thing with making those
Mm-hmm.
kind of drastic decisions here, but what a piece of shit to take it to that point and then he probably just reveled in the I did it. Look, I got her back. She's like crying on my shoulder and I
Mm-hmm.
she's all mine.
Yeah,
Yeah, he probably did. He probably was riding that high for a
yeah, yeah.
while.
He probably was. Oh yeah. And the weeks after, yep, I bet.
Yeah, yeah, sick son of a bitch, man.
And it's just weird because I don't know what Lily's orientation is, if she's just straight or if she's bi, but like her best friend's a female. It's not like it's a male. You have to worry about her sleeping with him or something. Like, what are you
I
so
don't
insecure about?
I would say I don't think it has anything to do sexually. I really just it's just the time. It is the time,
Mm-hmm.
the necessity of attention, and he was, in his opinion, not getting enough, and he had to blame somebody. He wasn't going to blame Lily for it. He loves her,
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm. Yep. Crazy. Crazy how his mind works.
Yep, that is how his mind was working, I bet.
The DA is also quoted saying, "He remembered smoking the cigarette out front, remembered going in the window, but he didn't remember much else. He would not admit that he knew what he did. He knew he was responsible, but he claimed his eyes were closed. He recalled going home and starting a fire in his fire pit and burning his clothing and his shoes. He knew exactly what he did, and he was doing everything he could to avoid being caught." End quote.
Yeah, I mean, they have that evidence on him that obviously it was premeditated and he went through with it. It was all planned out that we can't that, like he went through with that from start to finish here and continued after that.
Mhm. Yeah. Unfortunately, he never offered a motive for killing Leslie, though.
Mm. Yeah, but he
And
went
with
in.
Leslie
He,
killed in her sleep, I don't know if he thought that was Adriane's
that's what
room.
I'm going to say is that he probably. I mean, your adrenaline's pumping. You're about to go in and do something that is against
Yeah.
all moral
Going to
concepts.
change your life.
Yeah, of normal human morals type of thing. Like he probably
Mhm.
you make mistakes, and he probably went into her room thinking it was Adrian's room and Adriana or Adrian.
Adrian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm so terrible with names, guys. This is terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. But yeah, he never says why he killed Leslie.
I mean, what's he gonna say? My bad. So
Right, yeah.
yeah,
It wouldn't have mattered anyway,
no. So I
because
yeah
there is no, there is no, it doesn't, yeah.
yeah.
In order to spare the families the ordeal of a trial, Koppel and the district attorney struck a plea deal. Eric pled guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder, and Koppel was spared the death penalty. What were you going to say?
This is California anyway, so they
Mm-hmm.
got rid of the death penalty eventually. 2019, I believe it was, or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was early.
Yeah, that was way before, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. At his sentencing in January 2006, Arlene confronted Eric Koppel, saying, "Eric, you knew Adrian. You know me, and Eric, I know you. You are a man who violently stabbed to death the best friend of the woman you loved. That is not love, Eric. You cannot love Lily and bring a knife into Adrian's home and stab her again and again and again and again." She went on saying again and again. End quote. Eric appeared stoic throughout the hearing, but his demeanor started to change when his wife Lily, the final speaker, went up.
Good for her. I hope she sticks it to him. Tell me, don't disappoint me, Lily.
Oh, I'm gonna disappoint you.
Oh fuck. No, Lily.
Yeah.
God damn it. He's not worth it, Lily.
No. Lily is quoted saying, "I wish with all my heart these events had been avoided. Eric, there is nothing you could do to make me love you any less. These words are just as true today as the day they were on that afternoon." End quote.
My eyes just rolled so hard. You couldn't see that, but
I know. Like, she's not a girl's girl.
icky. Come on.
Yeah.
No.
Like, what do you mean you still love him?
Yeah, I love.
Kick him to the curb.
Yeah, you should have spit at his feet while you're up there.
Right?
God,
Like, come on.
he,
That's pathetic.
yeah,
That is pathetic.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have wasted that breath on him with that
No.
load of. No offense, little. Offense. Load of horse shit there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. How can you look at that man in the eyes and say you are in love with him when he did that to you? The wedding, you slept with in the same bed every night, you established your life with him for that amount of time, and he killed your friends, looked at you in the eye and said, "I love you." Ew.
And his victim's friend or the victim's families are there too,
Yeah.
in that same room.
Yep. That's gross, man.
And that's still what she chose to say.
Yeah. Well, I would.
Read the room, girl.
Yeah.
Read the room.
You know? Wow.
Like, that's something you can tell him in a letter. That's
Yeah, not in front of all the parents, the victims' parents
right.
who got up there and are pouring their hearts out to this. They are staring in the eyes of the man who took their child from them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to go up there and be like, I still love
Yeah, like what?
you. Meh,
I don't get it.
me neither. And we probably never will. But
No. Arlene said, quote, I was very shocked and stunned. I found that a very shocking statement, end quote.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Poor her.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Like, yeah, I maybe would have jumped over the stand and slapped her.
Right? Like,
Eric then took the stand
hmm.
to say, quote,
No, I can't wait.
I am a broken man, a man splintered by a penetrating awareness of my own potential for wickedness. While I cannot fathom the full extent of the anguish that I have caused, I recognize that my sinful deeds have inflicted terrific agony on a number of people. The words evade me to articulate the depths of my sorrow. End quote.
Yeah, okay. That was a polite way of him saying, oops. Uh, well, I'm broken and that's my
Unfortunately, I was caught.
yeah. Yeah, unfortunately I was caught. Yeah, that's a good way to say it, yeah. Yep.
The judge only allowed the first minute of Koppel's statement to be recorded, but he went on to say, quote, I was afraid my relationship with Lily, the singular ray of light in my black world,
See,
was in
I'm
peril
gonna
of
throw up on
collapsing.
this
End quote.
podcast. I am going to right now. This is
What a little bitch.
yeah. God, this is disgusting.
Right?
God.
Like,
You know, earlier I was gonna say, I wonder what Lily would be saying now, but I think she probably is still like, visiting him, writing the letters, making the phone calls.
well, I was going to say, Eric is serving his sentence at the Pleasant Valley State Prison in Coalinga, California, and Lily has remained married to Eric.
I, I, I hate myself sometimes.
Some these people are predictable sometimes,
They
though.
are, God, bitches, man.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Dude, I don't know if she realized that she's in California, but there's lots of fish in the sea out there. A lot of probably good looking, you know,
Yeah,
ones with lots of money. And I think I think choices were made.
yeah. And till death do us part. That's null and void once you become a murderer. I'm sorry. Bye.
You're dead to me at that point. So
Yeah.
anything with
So end of
children,
marriage. Bye.
anything with murdering, anything with those like pretty moral things like that,
Hmm.
at least the basics here, you know.
Yeah. Lily still lives in the Napa Valley area, and I read that Adrian's mother Arlene has stayed close with Lily over the years.
uh,
Which she's a strong woman because I don't think I could. I would have cut her off.
yeah, what is she getting from that? I want to know.
I don't know.
I I don't know either what she would be getting from keeping that girl close, but
Right, and we also don't know if Lily was ever involved in this. If she knew what was going to happen and how long she knew about it after it happened.
yeah, no, I'm not blaming her for the crime at all. Even if she did see, those scrape marks on this guy and like he gave her some good
Well, I'm
excuse.
saying she could be involved for all we know.
You think?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean, the fact that she is still staying married to this guy and still saying "I love you,"
Uh, yeah, I mean, bitches are crazy. You're right.
like that's I don't know. It's just surprising.
Yeah, but in all this time, all their screening of phone calls, letters, and stuff, they never let it slip that they were in cahoots.
I think she at least knew about it longer than for enough time where she should have went to police.
I can
Like I don't know that she knew he was going to murder her, but I think she knew afterwards.
after he committed the crime.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably get behind that, but um, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty sick and twisted to invite the mother to the thing, so I don't know.
Right?
It's a good theory, though. I'll
Like
give
how do
you
you
that.
forgive your husband for doing all of that?
Yeah. Yeah, like, if she is not like, I don't know. I don't know if she's involved. Now you're making me think. But if she's not involved, you can still forgive and love that man after he did all that. Like, knowing obviously what he did, and
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah, apparently.
no, I don't know. Lily is
Yeah, there's no proof that she knew or anything like that, but I don't know that I would have stayed close with her
no.
after the statement she made in the courtroom.
No, and like I said, I just don't understand why Arlene would keep like, what is she getting from keeping her close, in the sense of, like, I wouldn't be able to forgive her that she's forgiven that man and stays close with him, you know.
Mhm.
What a
Yeah, I don't
twisted little
know.
web.
Right? It's a crazy story.
Yeah.
And that's the Halloween murders of Napa.
That was good. I really enjoyed that. I mean, like
Yeah,
the
it's a
twist
nice
and
twisty,
everything.
turny
Yeah,
one.
that twist, I did not see
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
coming. I did not, man.
Right? I didn't either. When I was researching, I was like, "What?
Yeah.
No way."
Yeah.
And she went to their wedding.
Yeah. It was juicy. It was juicy twist too.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a dry
Mhm.
twist.
Mm-mm. No.
Yeah. That was good.
Let us know your thoughts below.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Because I surely did, like I
Yeah.
said. And make like a shadow and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at.
Lurking in the Shadows podcast.
Check us out on TikTok at.
Lurking in the Shadows pod.
Any case suggestions, questions, or concerns, shoot us a Gmail at.
Lurking in the Shadows podcast at gmail.com. And keep lurking around for our next spooky episode, or our last spooky episode next week.